Hi, this is Ilma Art Studios photograph for today. A landscape I took from the car while my husband was driving, so that's one of the farms along the highway. Excuse me. Hi, how are you today? I'd like to share with you my poem devotional, extracted in Mark 11, verse 23. It says, I tell you the truth. You can say to this mountain, may you be lifted up and thrown into the sea, and it will happen. But you must really believe it will happen and have no doubt in your heart. Here's my poem. Faith can move mountains. Do you glide back and forth in your faith? Are you able to trust God more and relate? Faith can move mountains. It can bring victory. It can make you resist and defeat the enemy. You must really believe that God is able to fulfill. Believe in your heart that He forgives and heals. Seek and obey His commands so you will be strong. This is the only way to withstand trials, life for long. Here's my essay. Abraham became the father of faith because he was able to show his faithfulness to God. Sarah and Abraham had Isaac in very late years of their lives. God grew them in patience. God had a reason for doing so. In Abraham, the lineage of Christ will descend from. The act of faith that Abraham showed when he willingly offered Isaac as a sacrifice was epitome of trust in the Lord. He became the perfect example of faith for all Christians to emulate. Jesus himself says that you must really believe it will happen and have no doubt in your heart. Then you can move mountains. Prayer, Lord, help me grow in faith. Reflection. What mountains are you facing now that needs faith in God? I'd like to answer that reflection question as my insight and on this verse. I think that the mountains that I'm facing right now are the challenges that I have in relating with my family members. As I'm able to go through the healing process that I went through with all the traumas I experienced in life, and somehow the traumas were not really processed well and were not confessed to God and were not dealt with for very long, and this is the reason why automatically my body responds to all the traumas that I went through. And it definitely poses a challenge to people you are in relationship with, especially your closest family members. So that is the biggest mountain that I have right now. And sometimes I remember a time in my life where I had so much faith that everything that happened in my life was a product of the faith that I had so much, that I believed, that I hoped so much for. And surprisingly, it was those times when you don't have anything so much. The only thing you probably have is faith because you don't have much. So I guess it distracts us from having more faith when we are very comfortable in life, or when we have less challenges in our lives, because the more challenges we have, the more we need to cling to God, and the less challenges we have, the more we tend to forget that we need God. So I think that all these trials and challenges that are posed in our lives are there so that we can grow in faith. And instead of losing faith, we have to grow our faith. And how do we grow our faith? By constantly being in the Word, by constantly following His commands, and being able to look up to His promises, even if things do not do not happen the way we expect them to happen. So thanks for watching, and I hope you check my website at ilmaarts.com. That's ILMAARTS.com for more artworks and photographs. Have a blessed day.